Another question I have is Facebook over the past couple of years has really been ramping up their video, concentrating on video, and it's probably no secret that that's the content that they're serving up most in people's Facebook news feeds. So I don't know if cannibalizing is the right term since they're different platforms, but basically you used to be able to create your video, put it on YouTube, and then put the YouTube link onto Facebook and get a bunch of views that way. And now Facebook is really favoring the video that's housed on Facebook. So what should people do? Should they just accept that their views are now going to be cut in half on both platforms, or?
I don't know that they have an alternative to this, but I think I look at it optimistically, and that's that Facebook is obviously working on a strategy to monetize video. So that means another huge platform may be opening up very soon. So right now, what happens to most music videos on Facebook is they just simply get blocked. They use a form of content ID as well. It's Audible Magic is the back-end content recognition platform they use. Audible Magic is a partner with Rumblefish, and we are working very, very hard to open up those new platforms such as Facebook, Dailymotion, and the other smaller ones that are coming up. All of them use Audible Magic. So we're registering the content with Audible Magic such that when the day comes and they open up monetization on those platforms, you'll already be there.
Sweet.
Provided you want to.
Yeah. Earlier you mentioned watch time, which reminded me of a point that I think is worth making, which is that, I imagine most of us are we've got small fan bases, small loyal fan bases. So our view counts aren't going to be huge as soon as we post a new video. So what's really important when your view count is lower is watch time. And that's the thing that the more someone is engaged at every moment of your video, that, as you said, helps YouTube know that they should be serving this up more and more frequently, which then will boost your view count. Another thing I was going to say, in terms of YouTube channel optimization, is on our blog we have an article called 25 Ways to Optimize Your YouTube Channel, and it's got tips about adding a watermark to all your videos and all sorts of stuff like that. So check that out. Yeah, let me see if I have gone through my.
Are you guys okay temperature-wise?
No,
Cold.
It's freezing here. Yeah. So if my voice starts to crack, you'll know why.
I bet Tom Jackson requested that.
it's been like this.
I have to jump up there and play some drums.
Yeah, so hopefully you should.
No, well, I'll spare the audience.
Hopefully there's lots of questions, so maybe we should go to questions. Is Ron around with the microphone? All right.
How's it going, guys? My name is David Ramos. I'm actually a YouTuber from Texas.
Oh, okay.
I've been posting on YouTube since 2008. I was one of the first guys to join up with their YouTube partnership program, which is what allowed YouTubers to monetize their videos by running ads on them. What does Rumblefish do in terms of, if, let's say I started doing AdSense on my videos, does Rumblefish supersede that so that I would not collect that money, or how would that work?
It would depend. If you were using other copyrighted content that we represent, then unfortunately YouTube doesn't have a split. If you use somebody's music in your video and it's registered with Content ID, it just hijacks your video. I think there should be an equitable split with the people making the video as well, and I think that's coming sometime in the future, wherein there's a percentage for the publishing entity, the record label, or master recording owner, and the video maker. But I'm assuming, do you do it independently, or are you part of an MCN?
I recently joined an MCN, but before that I was with a lot.
We'll have some protection, because unfortunately, YouTube gives deference to MCNs.
So the MCN would be the one that gets the money?
They
first?
would monetize it and distribute it to you.
Okay. But so if someone uses my music that is with Rumblefish on their videos, I would still be able to collect that money, and it's separate from
That's correct.
the multi-channel network.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Quick follow-up question. Are you guys familiar with the new YouTube Red service that just started?
As familiar as one can be after
3 days.
a week.
Okay. So have you had any sort of planning for how the ad-free service is going to work with Rumblefish running ads as well?
Yes, we're not bullish about the success of YouTube Red. We will all have to wait and see. But I'm hoping that the subscribership revenue in aggregate will beat the mean value of a piece of UGC. If it doesn't, then we'll do our best not to participate.
And I'll just say, if anyone doesn't know what YouTube Red is, it's their new subscription service, so you can watch YouTube content ad-free. You can watch it sort of on the go. You don't need to be online. It has some other features, but there was YouTube Music Key was the name of their music streaming service, which was in beta, and now they've turned that into just called YouTube Music, which is a part of YouTube Red. It's very confusing. But CD Baby is partnered with them as well, so if someone is accessing one of your music videos or a song through YouTube that's ad-free, I'm almost positive that we've set it up like a normal streaming partnership, so there will be revenue that will come to CD Baby. Can you confirm or deny that?
I can neither confirm or
I'm almost positive, and we'll tell you in a couple weeks. Yeah, any other questions?
Hi, I'm Jack Fawcett. I'm a blues guitar player from Maine. We talked to you since Saco, yeah. Actually, I sprained my ankle surfing at Will's Beach this summer. So
Sounds like you have a lot to be
you're
blue about.
killing me, Chris. I do. I have a question. I have 3 releases, 3 album releases through CD Baby, and you were talking about the importance of metadata. Is that something that can be edited, or is that something to just kind of look to the future for future releases of? But you mentioned about kind of making sure that your metadata is, aggressive and has the right keywords. Can you kind of go back and look and improve it? Is that something that we can collaborate with CD Baby on, or is it kind of once you get your metadata, you just move on to the next?
It's kind of both. I mean, CD Baby has a very nice dashboard in which you can put lots of descriptive information. They do a great job with the objective metadata. Subjective metadata is more a function of sync. So things like, this is great for a car crash, or a car chase, or a love scene. Things like that, I think.
Objective, sorry to interrupt, but objective would be like album title, artist name, song title.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. You get so used to your own narrative that you forget you're totally institutionalized. So I'll answer any questions, about the language we're using here individually if you guys want to talk. But
You can change, as far as the subjective metadata, is that what you're calling it? That CD Baby accepts would be like your style description, your bio notes. You can change that whenever you want on CD Baby in your account. I'm not sure how often or if those changes get sent to you.
we'd like them to be sent to us. Chris, could you arrange that with your people?
Sure.
I think as CD Baby ramps up its independent sync efforts, there'll be some changes that accommodate for richer and more robust set of data.
Anyone
Okay. Hi, my name is Ingvild. I'm a musician in Alaska, but we don't get a huge amount of audiences, so we're very interested if they're reaching people online. I was interested in getting back to the basic about how this actually works, because I don't understand it. So I have questions like, how much money? You said 100 or 10,000. Well, how little do I do to get 100? And how much do I have to do to get 10,000? First question. Second question, do I get to choose the ads if I want ads? Do I get some, I don't want the tampon ads on my... Unless I approve of the brand.
I don't know that feminine hygiene products
I've
are
seen them.
something that's
Really?
regularly served.
But YouTube knows the smartest ads to serve up with your music, so.
They're served up topically, so perhaps you're watching too much of that content.
I'm thinking I might be boxed in as a female artist and they just shove it my way, so to speak.
That's very misogynistic of their computer. There are some things you can do. So you can, on your own channel, provided that you're monetizing it independently, you can choose things like, I don't want overlay ads. I only want skippable ads. I don't want non-skippable ads. So you have some degree of control over the ad types. As far as the content goes, unfortunately, you'll have to live with some of that stuff.
Okay, what about the money? How do I get $100 out of a YouTube?
Is this a shakedown? I got $53 in my pocket.
No, but it says monetizing, learn how to monetize.
Yes,
So I just want to understand how it happens.
I'll give you-
I
I'll
haven't
give
made
you-
a penny yet, and I have 20,000 hits on a thing, and I don't know how should I get that money.
I'll give you an idea. It really takes a lot of scale. So the rule of thumb is it takes about 1,000 monetized views to get $1. So that is a bit daunting for those of us who are just making our own videos and throwing them up on YouTube, right? That's precisely why we think well-distributed music, meaning that music that's available in lots of high-velocity environments, such as an Animoto or a Shutterstock or a GoPro or a Stupaflix, or any number of apps and marketplaces that will actually kind of push your music in front of the creative class that are making videos, and then they go out and they promulgate your music for you. That's a more effective strategy for those of us who aren't superstars and can't, command a massive subscribership or viewership on our own channel. Keep in mind, though, when you talk about monetized views, not all views are monetized. There are certain territories that don't monetize. There are certain plays that just don't monetize. So, YouTube is available in different formats than just your desktop. Mobile is something that's changing the way people engage with content, and it's not monetized to the optimal level yet. It will be, so it might take you 5,000 views to get that 1,000 monetized views. Are you the only person who's not cold here? You say you're from Alaska, right?
I was just going to jump in and say, when you say that it's about scale, I think an important piece of that is realizing that, nowadays your entire music catalog is important. It's not just your latest release, because everything can live forever online. So the song you wrote 15 years ago with the title "Cats Jumping Out of Sombreros" might meet its perfect audience today when a guy who runs a channel about that exact thing matches it up with his video, and God, I hope so. So yeah, just don't neglect your older material. Make sure it's all signed up online in the sync catalogs. Rumblefish can be doing their thing with it, and yeah, just don't give up on your old material, because that could be the thing that does bring in the scale.
Hello guys, I'm Chris Davis from Behind the Note Podcast. I wanted to ask this question. As an artist, is it legal for me to put my own music in my videos as I'm making advertisements?
Yes, of course it is. You're the person that has the most legal right to that, unless you've sold your publishing, or a record label controls it. But it's still legal. They'll just monetize it.
My question is, as an artist who has not signed up with CD Baby / Rumblefish, with many videos out that have been collaborative works, so my artist has sang on different producers' music. Once we sign up with your company, are those going back and back monetized, or how exactly would that work? Would that be from this point on?
It's prospective, so you can't capture and monetize past views. Be nice if you could.
And then, I don't know if this is just in terms of splitting royalties amongst the content creators. that just gets paid to us, right? And we pay it to you, and
It does,
It's
and,
multiple.
you know, and there's also, I mean, you may have your stuff with Sony ATV, and they're claiming the publishing side, and Sony Music Entertainment is claiming the, you know, the master side. So it just depends on, you know, who administers what piece of the copyright. But in CD Baby, it's all in perfect universe where everything is paid to them and remitted to you.